So we're going to continue the George Benson 6-4 guitar lesson. And the first thing we need to do is learn that this is the first part that occurs after the intro chords. After that whole thing. Goes right into this arpeggiated riff. So open 6th string. Use the 3rd finger sliding from the 3rd fret into the 4th fret. This is a major arpeggio with the dominant 7th. B on the 2nd fret, 5th string. Then C sharp on the 4th fret, 5th string. And then D, here's our Mixolydian flavor. D on the 5th fret of the 5th string. So then what you're going to do is play the D chord, and the D chord here is going to have our pinky still on the 5th fret, 5th string. Then we have our 3rd finger on the 4th fret, 4th string, which is an F sharp. Then we have our 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, which is an A. Then we have our 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, which is a D. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to bring our pinky over to the 5th fret of the 1st string, and we're going to play the A note, pull off to open, and take a look at the right hand. So it's up, pull off, up, up, down. So this part is actually a combination of 2 different guitar performances. You had the original part, which is that's one track on the recording. And then you had, that's Benson. Then you have Phil Upchurch, the other guitar player, the rhythm guitar player, doing these, and then these little kind of ornamentations of the chords, you know. So what we're doing is we're combining them here together to be able to play them both at the same time with one guitar. So it's actually easier to do faster. And then the next part is C sharp, 5th string, 4th fret, 3rd finger. Then you're going to do D on the 5th fret, 5th string. Then the C sharp again, and then down to the B, and then you kind of play an E major chord, and then you're going to come back up and do what looks like a D chord, but starting on the 4th fret. So 1st finger, 3rd string, 4th fret, 3rd finger, 5th fret, 2nd string, and 2nd finger, 4th fret, 1st string. The same procedure here. Watch the right hand. So when you put them together, slowly, you can improvise a little bit with that. Remember, it's a fast song. Okay, so that's that part. Practice that one, have fun with that one, and really relax the right hand when you're coming back with those little ornamentations, you know? And this one's a pull-off too, I don't know if I mentioned that. This D, one that looks like a D chord is actually an E chord. You're going to play the 2nd finger, plays first and pulls off to open. Then the next part is very similar to this part, but instead of playing the dominant 7th D note, you're going to play the E note. Open E, G sharp on the 4th fret, 6th string, B on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and then the C sharp on the 4th fret of the 5th string, and then finally the octave of that low E you did. So that's... And then open E. I'll show you this chord in a minute. Okay, so that chord is simply a different version of playing the E9 chord here, which, just for refresher, not that we're gonna use it, but it's 2nd finger, 7th fret, 5th string, 1st finger, 6th fret, 4th string, 3rd finger, 7th fret, 3rd string, barring also on the 7th fret of the 2nd string. Looks a lot like the Hendrix, quote-unquote Hendrix chord that everybody calls a Hendrix chord. But without that sharp 9, just got the 9th, regular 9th. So what you're going to do is you're going to do, it looks like a half diminished chord or a minor 7 flat 5 chord, starting on the G sharp on the 5th string, 11th fret, 1st finger. Then on the 12th fret, 4th string, with our 3rd finger we have a D. Then on the 11th fret of the 3rd string with our 2nd finger we have the F sharp. And then finally we're going to bar the 12th fret of the 2nd and 1st strings to get that B and high E in there. And how do I know it's this? Well, when you listen to the recording, especially on a good stereo, you can hear that high E in there. Otherwise, you could just do these. It's the same thing, you know. G sharp, D, F sharp, B. G sharp, D, F sharp, B, but you can't get that. You couldn't reach the 12th fret from there, so you have to do that version. And plus the G sharp and the bass is kind of neat, gives a different color. So bit of a jump. What the heck is that? Well, that's in the next part, actually the last part we're going to look at, and then you'll know the whole song basically, minus the solos and the exact changes where they happen. So what I did is started out here, goes down from a B minor 7 to a B flat minor 7 to an A minor 7. In this one, we're not really emphasizing that 2nd string. I'm using my thumb here because when I do this one with the 2nd finger and the 3rd finger, for some reason I have the tendency to want to play that 2nd string in there. And it's possible to do it without, but this feels a little better to me. And you'll see also why we're doing that. Because the thumb is a technique I don't always recommend, because sometimes it changes, actually always changes the way your hand grips the neck. And I usually always like to grip the neck with the thumb in the middle of the back of the neck rather than holding onto it like a baseball bat or like you're holding a pipe or something. So we have our A minor 7, which is 5th fret, 6th string. Then skip the 5th string, play with your 1st finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string, barring onto the 5th fret of the 3rd string. So these are just your standard minor 7th chord. And then you're going to take away the thumb, 2nd finger on the 6th fret, 5th string, 3rd finger on the 7th fret, 5th string, still keeping this 1st finger barred, mind you. So I'm playing 6th fret, 7th fret, then I'm playing these 2 notes that are barred, 5th fret on the 4th string, 5th fret on the 3rd string. So going down to a D9. So and here's the order of those notes: D on the 5th fret, 5th string, F sharp on the 4th fret, 4th string, and then 3rd finger bars on the 5th fret of the 3rd and 2nd strings. So same thing up 2 frets. And then this is 7th fret. Thumb on the 7th fret, 6th string, 1st finger barring across the 7th fret of the 4th and 3rd strings, and then on the 5th string you're going to use the 2nd finger on the 8th fret, 3rd finger on the 9th fret, then you're going to pick the 7th fret of the 7th fret of the 4th and 3rd strings, then you're going to come with the 2nd finger on the E, 7th fret, 1st finger on the G sharp, 6th fret, 4th string, and then you play the 3rd string, 2nd string. So for a while. You can have fun with that. I mean, all the things I'm giving you are just kind of the chords and the main little embellishments, but in the song you'll hear it if you listen to it that they actually do improvise. That's jazz. I mean, in jazz we improvise, right? Anyway, listen to the tune, buy the album, the CD, sounds better, or the vinyl, better than the iTunes for sure. And have fun, and let me know if you have any questions. Enjoy.